is Moon Mahmood here with South Asian Television. We are here at the Marriott in Sugarland with none other than Mr. Imran Khan, who is here from all the way from Pakistan to do flood relief over here with the people of Houston and Sugarland, all over Texas, all over the U.S. Welcome, Mr. Imran Khan. Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I just want to welcome you to Houston. We're all huge fans of yours, first of all, obviously from your immense cricket background, and now philanthropy, you know, is the way to go, I guess, with everything that's going on in Pakistan. We've seen your efforts through your organization, and we're all very proud to have you as a Pakistani representing us and doing so much great for the nation.
Thank you.
So I have some questions for you today, not only from Houston, but also from the youth here representing them today. My question to you is, what do you feel the youth can do in order to really help out with the devastation that's going on in Pakistan?
Well, you know, the youth of any country is always a catalyst for change. What youth can do right now in Pakistan is join in the movement for a change. Because unless Pakistan changes itself, it cannot survive any longer. The current, what the floods have done is it's completely exposed a very decadent system, which is more or less collapsed. The institutions state institutions have collapsed. And what came out of the floods was that we have a government that is neither trusted by people of Pakistan, nor is it trusted by foreigners. So therefore, whereas had any other country suffered such a huge tragedy, foreign donors like the Haiti earthquake or the tsunami, but in case of Pakistan, because of a government that was not trusted by anyone, hardly any money came compared to what the extent of the tragedy. 22 million people got affected. So so you asked me the question, what the youth can do. The youth can help in bringing about a change in the country, because without a change, we are doomed.
Most definitely, I couldn't agree more with you. We actually had a fundraiser here in Houston not too long ago with the Umair Sana Foundation as well as Pukar, and we raised close to $500,000 for Pakistan, and the youth here in the United States was a big part of that. And we all came together, just like in a cricket team. You unite as a team, you come together, and you really try to help out whatever happens. And I completely agree with you that the youth in Pakistan really needs to step forward and come together at this time of need and help its own people. Now, in regards to Haiti, like you had mentioned, the UN president or ambassador, whatever, he basically had said the same thing. The devastation that was in Pakistan with this flood relief is immense compared to even Haiti. And the response that was from the foreign nations, whether it's the US or Canada or wherever, was so much greater. Why Pakistan did not get the same amount of help, is disturbing. And I think education to the public, education to the youth, education to the Pakistani people, and in media needs to be out there. We need to really educate the people to really tell them what it is that's going on. How do you feel about that?
Well, firstly, the Pakistani floods affected far more people than the Haiti earthquake and the tsunami put together. The reason why we did not get the response which we should have from the international community. Number one, I already mentioned that we have a government no one trusts. Secondly, there was no immediate impact like the earthquake. So in terms of casualties, it was not as tragic immediately as, for instance, the tsunami and the Haiti earthquake, where tens of thousands of people died. This was not a question of a lot of people being killed, but the devastation was much greater. And in the long term, this could, if we do not all pull together and do something, in the long term, this is going to have far long and devastating consequences than both the other tragedies put together. So therefore, the international community didn't react as it should have, because there was no immediate, not tens of thousands of people had died. And thirdly, unfortunately, because of the war on terror, Pakistan gets a very poor image internationally, whereas Pakistan is actually the country that has suffered most because of this war on terror. But as things have turned out, Pakistan is the most vilified country in this war on terror. Rather than being a victim, it is being blamed. And this sadly again is because of our governments, which did not really take a stand, which should have stood up for the country. Instead, for dollars, getting dollars, they basically sold Pakistan's interests.
With that being said, that actually follows and leads right into my next question, which is corruption, devastation, poor image. These are all terms like terrorists or whatever that are associated with Pakistan. Okay, when recently in the United States we had an election with we have our new president, President Obama, and there was a motto, a statement that there's a need for change. We need change, and I think Pakistan could not need that more right now. And in order to bring about that change and really change the image of Pakistan, besides changing the government, and ending that corruption, what do you think is vital for it to survive?
There can only be one change, and that's political. No, countries change. Change always comes politically. You can't change a country through social work. You can't change a country by forming NGOs. You can't change a country by simply having pressure groups. Change always comes through political movement. And Pakistan is the country which at the moment is desperate for a political movement which brings a change for the rule of law. Corruption is a consequence of not having rule of law. Pakistan needs rule of law, and Pakistan needs social justice, socio-economic justice. At the moment, the rich don't pay taxes, and the poor subsidize the rich. And we don't have enough revenues to invest in our human beings. So therefore, basically, we need a movement for justice, economic justice, judicial justice, and above all, education justice. Not a three-tiered system, one for the elite and one for the masses. You need one syllabus for the entire country. So these are the three areas where we need to fight for justice. And that could be brought about by mobilizing the young people and the youth of Pakistan.
Most definitely. Now, my next question, I guess, would be, from whatever has happened since the date of the flood, okay, and until now, what do you think, the progression has been? How much have we helped?
Well, you're talking about 22 million people. So therefore, really you need a government to have coordinated the effort. Unfortunately, we've already talked about this state of affairs as far as our government goes. So therefore, we can just do whatever we can. In our case, with what we are doing, all the NGOs, various people getting together, we have taken responsibility for 100 villages. And we have taken responsibility of giving seeds so that the farmers could sow their wheat crop, so that they could stand on their feet, for 200,000 families. That's what we've tried to provide seeds for. And as we collect more money, we will adopt more villages.
Wonderful. Well, I know we're all gathered here today for the same purpose, which is to basically raise money to help Pakistan, help those in need, help those who are devastated. And on behalf of everyone here in Houston, thank you so much for your time, and it was a pleasure.